Hello everyone, my name is Shine. Today I am reacting to some more G.E.M. This time it is a song called Someday I Will Fly. I have no idea what it's about, but I am pretty excited to see how this goes. So without further ado, this is G.E.M with Someday I'll Fly. Here we go. Oh, yes, queen! Screw the long walks, though. Okay, that was not what I was expecting. Honestly. Ooh, that's side cut, though. Ah! Oh, that's... Huh. Huh. okay, first of all, off topic, but dude, that guy was hot. Second of all, this is a very interesting song. I'm trying to, I wanna, I don't know, I'm trying to, you know, figure out, first of all, like, this kind of story that's going on. From what I assume, the reason why I'm like, is because I felt like maybe the story was pointing at the guy. Like, the guy kind of held her back when it came to, like, ballet. Like, especially towards the end when he gave her the shoes. It's just like she refused. And then, like, her cutting that side of her hair was, like, her saying, like, I'm letting that go. I'm changing myself for the better. Or, like, you can't hold me back. You know, someday I will fly. Like, this guy is holding her back, but, like, one day she'll break free, maybe break free and, like, fly and do her own thing. That's why she shaved her hair, the dress changed, she got out of that gate, basically. And it's just, like, you know, there are those people, I want to say, like, especially those in relationships. I am no expert on relationships, because your girl has not been in one, surprisingly. Well, not really surprisingly. I'm actually kind of not surprised in that. Anyway, I'm not really an expert on this, but there are some people in relationships that tend to hold back, you know, their loved one. Like, they claim to love them, but in reality, they just, like, really hold back on things. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, you know, like, they prevent them from, you know, moving forward, like, going up. And, like, in that sense, it's like they're stuck at where they are, and unless they, you know, break out of that, then, you know, they're stuck at that place forever, and it's like they can't, the cycle, it just keeps going, you know, they won't be able to leave, they won't be able to do what they want, they won't be able to, you know, reach for their dreams, because, you know, when it comes to relationships, it should be, you know, double-sided, you know, you should support one another, in what you do. No matter whoever, I don't like the idea of, like, the breadwinner. You know, like, the man has to be the breadwinner of the family, and the woman has to stay home, and it's like, it's really weird with the women's, you know, the like, I call it breadwinner. I know there's another word for it, but my English is, like, gone at this point. But basically, you know, the one who makes the most money in the house. And it's like, it's really strange, like, if the woman does it and the man's just, like, at home, it's just like, but that kind of idea, basically. It's just like, you shouldn't be holding your partner back if you claim to love them. You should be always, like, it should be both ways, you know? You should support each other as you both climb up wherever you are. So that's the kind of vibe that I got from this, basically. But it's definitely a very empowering, it seems like a very empowering kind of song. And it's just like, you know, kind of also, like, in a kind of a song that I kind of would relate to as well, because in terms of, like, family and friends back at home, you know, I graduated from college, everybody's always asking, like, oh, what are you doing, you know, in my family, like, I don't know if it's a general Filipino thing, but we call it, there's this thing called chismis, basically, like, gossip, chismis, there goes my phone, but basically, like, there's always chismis, that we talk about, like, oh, you know, so-and-so is doing this, so-and-so got married, so-and-so is this, you know, and then, like, they're always asking, like, oh, what is she doing, how is she doing, like, for me, I hear from parents a lot, like, they're always asking about me, like, how am I doing, do I have a boyfriend, you know, all that fun, you know, all that stuff, because, I don't think, honestly, I don't think a lot of them really expected much from me, because, you know, my brother is actually a musical actor. He's a musical actor, moving up in the world, kind of. Well, he's definitely moving out of the States, so, you know, there's a lot of things about him that a lot of people like, you know, chismis, you know, like, oh, what am I doing, like, what is Patricia doing, I just realized, but yeah, my real name is Patricia, by the way, but yeah, it's like, oh, what is she doing, you know, like, oh, she's a teacher, oh, okay, like, My mom also is trying to avoid the chismis, you know, because I worked as a child care development person for like a month before I came to Korea. My mom, you know, literally just told me like, don't tell anyone what you're doing. So like basically I'm stuck in a box, essentially, and like there's only certain things I can do to navigate through because of all the chismes. So, you know, like listening to songs is like one day I'm gonna do something great and I'm gonna be able to fly. Like I will be able to prove to everyone like this is how I'm living, this is, you know, like what I'm doing, you know, I'm gonna fly out, gonna like break out of all the expectations you have and maybe try to go above them. I don't know if that makes sense at all. But you know, that kind of feeling of just like I'm going to prove you wrong. Basically. Like I'm gonna prove you wrong, or you're holding me back, I'm gonna show you what I can do kind of feeling. And you know, I love that. I feel like I've listened to a lot of G.E.M's very empowering songs, and I am living for it because it just gives me so much, you know, so much empowerment basically. Like I said, living in Korea definitely has given me a lot of confidence. And you know, listening to songs like this just helps me like boost myself up even more. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.